present time on Linux. Okay, for today I'm going to look at Arco D. I'm going to be installing Arco D and then see what we can do with the command line, or what I plan to do with the command line. This is part of the BDDL Linux challenge, where we had a choice of either using Fedora, the new release of 29 I believe, or go to the command line, and I chose the command line. Here's how I am. So anyway, let's have a look at the details here. I gave it 4 gig, 2 processors, 128 megabytes of video RAM. Not really needed, as I'm just going to be using the command line. We got an ID controller there with the ISO in there, which is at 943 megabytes. Gave it a 15 gig hard drive space so I can install stuff, of course, and like the rest is pretty much as is. So we'll start this off. Okay, I've got this in scaled mode just to make the display a bit bigger there. So we'll boot into the install environment. Now this will take a couple of seconds to display itself, I assume. Okay, we're at the installer. Yeah, since they brought up a GUI installer, which is interesting. See if I can just make that a little bit more. The aspect ratio looks a bit better. Everything looks a bit squished to me, and it still does a little bit, but it's fine. That looks a bit more natural. Oh, anyway, we'll start this off, shall we? Well, I'm in Great Britain, so I'm going to use British English for mine. And it's chosen New York, but I'm in the UK, but Isle of Man's close enough. I'll choose London anyway. Okay. I do have a UK keyboard. I'm going to test this by using the @ and quotation mark there, as they're normally flipped on US keyboards. What I call @ when using @ like google.com for instance for email is normally above the 2 key on the American keyboards. On the United Kingdom keyboards it's the quotation marks above the 2 key. Anyway, and there are other variations, of course. Okay, so we'll click next. Okay, I'm going to now it says install on because I did actually install this before making this video, but I'm actually going to overwrite it, not because I made any mistakes or anything like that. It's just that I wanted to show you through the install process. So this is telling me I will delete the disk, which is what I will do. And it's saying the bootloader will be on the master boot record. By the way, this is the Calamaris installer that Arco D seems to be using. So I'm calling it Arco D instead of Arco Linux D. I don't suppose it matters much. Okay, I will click next. Let's ask it for my name. My name is Ali, but I'll use present to log on. Okay, back on automatically and use same password. No, because I don't believe that using the same password for root is always a good idea. But that is just me. Other people have their opinions, and that's fine. So anyway, it's going to create a new MS-DOS partition table on SDA. It will have a near enough 15 gig partition of ext4. There is no swap. And it will install the bootloader as SDA4, and as you can see, time zone's been set to British and London and so on, and UK keyboard. I'm happy with that. We will install. Okay, now this is going to take a few moments to unsquash the file system, so I'm going to pause the video here so as you lot don't get bored. I'll do the boredom. Thank you very much. See you in a moment. I'm back. It's just doing the installation of packages bit here. It shouldn't be too long now, if I remember correctly. So we'll just let this carry on. I thought I'd let you go through the screenshot. The slideshow even of its different display managers or window managers. I should say desktop environments, I should say. I see it does come with a fair few, but these are not installed by default. So we have Budgie, we have Cinnamon, and it's all done. Okay. I'm going to click done, and I don't want to restart it because I know I see that it does not remove its ISO afterwards. So I'm going to be rather rude and just power off, as this is a live environment, nothing behind. So let me power that off and go to settings. I need to go to storage and I need to remove that. So we come over here and remove from the virtual machine and click OK, and now we can start up the fresh install of Arco. So this is in system D version 239 and we're at the login already. Most excellent. So as you know, as you can see, so I'm going to go SU and put in my root password that I remembered earlier, right? And now I need to use Pacman. In fact, I do believe there are aliases. If you have a look in Bash RC, you'll see that Arco comes with some aliases. You can use Scale to basically copy the Scale to wherever, over to the home folder, and it says beware. Conkeys to kill all, and so on and so forth. An alias mirror list, and sudo mount, and so on and so forth, and grub. But there are others as well, and one is called update. So I'm going to see if update works. There we go. So I'm going to update the repos here. Synchronize the repos. Of which there are many bylogs. And you can see why the package manager is called Pacman. Okay, it's going to ask me if I want to install all this, and I do want it up to date. I won't let you all through it, but as you can see it's got a called server, but I won't be using that, and also the virtual guest modules and so on. What else can I tell you about it? Not much. It seems to be a newer kernel than what's already installed. 4.18.16 will be installed, so this will be interesting to see if I can reboot afterwards. Do I want to proceed? Yes, I do. Anyway, I will be back when this portion of it is over. So I've got an up-to-date system. Yay me! Back as it's doing the upgrade and install bit. And this shouldn't take too long. Okay, it must be said that I've read nothing about Arco. I haven't been in anywhere yet to read about how I do things. I'm going literally in blind. So if I wanted to remove something, I don't know how to yet. But that's fine. There's nothing much I want to remove. excuse me. Now it's running the post-transaction hooks for the module dependencies and so on. Again, it's warning me there's some missing firmware for modules AIC and WD. So okay, and the install is finished. I now need to reboot. But I think I can reboot without using sudo or thingy. I'm already as root anyway, but that's fine. Okay, if you notice, I was still in my home directory there, my home folder. Even though I used SU, I didn't use SU dash. So anyway, it's just booted. And I am in, and as you can see from the NeoFetch, that's the little program that you can see there, it's called NeoFetch. Now I'm in Arco Linux and it's version 18.10.4. I'm using 4.18.16 kernel now. The uptime of 12 seconds. And there's 522 packages in Pacman, etc. So that's all good, and I'm using a massive 68 megabytes of RAM. Wow. Okay, now I want to install some stuff, and I believe it's Pacman, but I'm not quite sure of its syntax, so I'm going to use pacman.h, and it's asking me for my password because it's using sudo. Of course I'm in the sudo as well. So okay, I got here, which I need, which is to sync, I assume, depth test upgrade. Okay. Let me see if htop's installed. Htop is not installed. Pacman, so it's -s, htop, and htop is now installed, so I should be able to do htop now, and we'll get some more readings. 62 megabytes of RAM. It's using that to 4 gig. No swap of course because I haven't run swap. Yeah, the load average is dead, as is the CPU, as well as be expected as I'm not using any GUI. Now, do I have any? No. Let's try this one. No. Okay, so I need to install our web browser of course. I'm going to choose links, because then I can use e-links. So I'll install links. Now I do need to look at Pacman H again, because I want to see if I can query the database, and I can with the -q. Now the question is, with the -q, can I use something like let's see. Package music not found. Oh, so it's just querying for the actual. I see. So I imagine there will be. Let's see. It wasn't found, but I assume it's installable. Oh, I see. It's a -r to remove. I see it now. So anyway, let me go up a bit, and let's. Okay, and I need, just in case I want to play some videos, and it is going to install all of that. So we'll do that. Right, would I recommend this for a new user? No. It's simple. Arco D is not for a new user. What is actually excellent for is for building a system the way you want. This is the good thing about it. Now, I haven't got any videos yet. on the hard drive, and I'm just thinking of a future video I'm going to do actually, but nothing to do with Arco, but something just popped into my head that I could be doing. And hopefully this shouldn't take too long. So Arco D really does come as a really bare install. You can't get much more bare than it is, which is why it's having to install all its libraries just for MPlayer. Of course, I'm not quite sure it's needing all of what's been shown, but a lot of it is codecs, LSA, IC and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to use remote control, you can, assuming it's in the LIRC database. And you have an infrared receiver and so on, which I do somewhere. Think about it, I have one from the older Windows days of media player. I still have a media player remote somewhere, and the receiver. Never tried it under Linux, never felt the need. Personally, because I've never set up a Linux box as a media centre as such. Although I did play around with Mist TV back in the day. Now that was quite fun actually, using different front ends in the one back end. But I didn't have a very fast network, so it kind of lagged a bit. And also I did mess about with the Linux multimedia distro that used to be around. And that was a very powerful machine. It's based on Mist TV, but it was very powerful. Here we go, we're installing now. We're cooking with gas, look at this go. If I just type in play here, it does, so I can choose the VO out and all that kind of business. And see the man page for details. So MPlayer is installed. So I have, let's see, yep, so I can go to google.com, oops, no comma, and we are able to, I wonder if we can actually view images. We use the arrow keys here to move around. Okay, press enter to search images, and we'll just have a look. Do you want to post that from our URL? Yes. Okay, so I can't actually see the images. Maybe I need to install something like SDL or something. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what graphical I'm using. No, it hasn't come up, so I would have expected that. Okay. For escape, of course, I got all the tools up there, so look at the options manager. Okay, so I've got, whoops, that's because I've just clicked outside my window. Okay, we got clocks and LEDs and tabs out, timer opens and all that for the user interface. Okay, we can do that. this is quite cool. I've never really used e-links or links before. I'm just having a look. And this seems to be quite cool. You can actually, it does tab browsing as well. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. You can do that kind of thing as well. That's rather cool. I do like that. Let's see what we can do. Oops. If I go out and back. Oh, hang on. That's because I'm in. In a virtual box, when it hits out and back, it was actually kicking me back to VT6 because there are six virtual terminals. I can go along them. You see, 5, 6, and back to beginning again. So we have a web browser, so I can now do some web browsing, and I have an MP player and I have an MP3 player. Now, how do I get to that? So if I go to, let's see, if I go e-links again, let's see if we can go to YouTube. I just want to see how let's have a look here. Now, let's see what happens here. It says this video isn't available. I see we're going the wrong way. It's what's Q. Okay. So I won't be able to view any videos yet, because I'm obviously missing the library. Because I have seen this work before. Okay, that's cool. But I can do more or less anything else I want to do, I guess. Let me auto and G. I always forget it's G. Trinity.1. Just gotta see if we can download stuff. Plus I'm interested to know what my site looks like on a oh, there we go. This is what it looks like on a text browser. Okay, if I tick that there, and I can save it. So yep. And there we go, downloading 2,290 megabytes, about 2.2 gig. I can click that and I can do it in the background. Yeah, I'll just go delete the downloads there. And I do have part of the OSO there, so I will remove that. There we go. You can see there's literally nothing in the folder, so I can make some directories up. So I'll make up a video. Oops. Music. What else would you normally find? Documents. Downloads. That'll do. And now I have some downloadable stuff. Of course there is some hidden files there for the employer and config and so on, but that's okay. Of course e-links, but now we got somewhere. I wonder, e-links. Nope, I don't want e-links. I want Pac-Man. Yes. Who says I can type? Oh. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to need less with that. Let's have a look. Okay, help print the file version update to latest version. We're supporting now dump extract. Okay. But I assume you would need to know the URL. That can allow you to do a lot of things, this will. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. It can allow you to download in various formats and all that kind of business. So that's really cool. I'm actually struggling with that, a CLI of what things to do. So, I'm going to need to investigate more, I think. Yes, I'm going to have to investigate more on the possibilities I can do with this and then make another video of how I'm getting on. So this has been day one. Well, day one. So let's see if this shuts down properly. It does. So this has been day one. From next video actually, I'm deciding what to do. I was thinking of doing side by side the differences between Windows and Linux side by side so people can get a feel of the differences yet similarities using my OS obviously. So that might be fun to do. What do you think? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I want to thank for all the people that support me. There's been Red Robbo's workshop. He's been supporting me. He sent me a microphone which is absolutely decent. And a special shout out to Silent Robot, who supplied me with an external sound card which I've been experimenting with, and also a boom mic stand so I don't need to hold the microphone in my hands. A very big shout out to him. Also to my patrons, I want to thank them for their contributions and so on. They're a big help. Yeah, thank you DistroTube, and if you want to follow me, hit me up on Patreon. You can hit me up on the Big Daddy Linux Telegram group. Hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Present Arms and Alistair Izzard, respectively. More so a member of WeMe. Anyway, I hope you've had fun watching this as much as I have doing it, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you and good night all.